What's good, everybody? It's your boy, O'Shea Duke Jackson, back at it again with another episode of the Celebrity Junk. A lot of these ladies are complaining about this particular TikTok, and I don't know if their February graduations going on for certain colleges. I know some people graduate every semester in college. And then with the big schools, you have more than one graduation. So you see this video is white women, they're graduating college, but at the same time, they have a wedding ring, okay? So you see all these white women, graduating and getting married. The person says, I feel like the black community is quick to have a child, but marriage is where they draw the line. And so I wanted to look at the comments on this. So you see, being black is lit. There was no need for that comment. Why are we always competing with them? Miss Santiago says, talk to black men about that. It ain't like black women about to propose to anybody. And then you just see Keezy, of course they have to marry young. They get sold off early. And, basically there's a whole bunch of excuses. Okay. You see Big Beauty Brit, I blame black men for that. So, why are white women getting married and why are black men not getting married? The answer is twofold, and we've talked about this. In the last 10 years, I blamed it solely on black women. But now let me just talk about this in general. I noticed that a lot of people who are in business or who do very well in business is because they see their parents doing it. So if your parent is an accountant, like Pocket Watching with JT, he's an accountant, but his parents was in the business, it helps him get into business. His parents are married, therefore he's married. Right? My grandfather, who had a big influence in my life in being a man and being responsible, is one of the reasons why I'm very responsible as a man. All right? When you see it happening, it's easy for you to actually replicate that. In the black community, black men have not really seen a lot of marriages. Black women have not seen a lot of marriages. So you don't see black folks getting married. And when you do see it, it doesn't last long because overcoming obstacles and problems is something that black people have a hard time doing, right? Now, the ownership of the women. If any woman believes, and I'm trying to be nice here, that it is up to black men to marry you, that is something that we're gonna have a hard time dealing with. I'm sorry, we're just gonna have a hard time dealing with that. First of all, why is it a black man's job to propose to you? All right? Now, if a black man wants to date you or get to know you, that's one thing. But a black man to marry you, and I'm going to be honest, most successful men work all their life. They work many years to become who they are. Once they have a situation where they get options, or what you would call or consider optionality, well, why would he give that up for you? That's the difference between people who come up in married households, regardless of race, and people who feel like somebody's entitled to have a man. You're not entitled to have a man. Is a man entitled to have a wife or to have booty? No. Is he entitled to have kids? No. What ladies feel like, I'm gonna have a kid regardless, and who cares what these men think? And they should still marry me. It's not how it works. Sorry. All right? You blame black men for not marrying you? Well, do you blame, you don't blame anybody else for not hiring you. Women in the black community, they do very good in the private sector. You want a husband, prove yourself. Most women get their wealth through marriage in any culture. I'm sorry. I can't accept that. Yes, it would be nice if black men were more community minded and more builders of the black community. I don't take that away from them. But it's your job to be a woman worthy of having a man say, I want to give up all the rest of whatever opportunities I have for you. I want to, through sickness and health, through no matter what happens, through no matter what issues you may have, I'm going to provide for you regardless and nobody else. Why do you believe you deserve that? It's almost the same as saying a man should have a woman to be, committed to him, to serve him, to be submissive to him, and give him as many kids and sex as he wants without being a man worthy of that. And the one thing I like about women is women make men prove themselves, usually. All right, unless you're just a superstar or very good looking. Women make you prove yourselves. 99% of men have to prove themselves. All right? We have to prove ourselves. We got to figure out how to do X, Y, and Z, how to do this, how to do that. We have to do that. No doubt about it. If we don't get anything. We got to even work hard to get to the date. All right, to be in a position to get to the date. Now, the question is, what do you have to do? Stop believing these black men are here because you want them to be. All right? No, you got to work for your husbandship to be taken care of. And if a guy feels like you're not worthy of that, don't blame him. Blame why. You know what? It's almost like blaming the seller for why they don't want to do business with you. Let me kind of put it into perspective. Imagine you're a coffee store, a coffee pop-up shop, all right? What you do every day is on the side of the street, you have decent coffee, but it's $100 a cup. You're saying, I'm not selling for less. The coffee's $100. I'm not willing to negotiate on it. Pay me. You might get a few people to pay it. You won't get many people to pay it. You won't get that many interests because there's Starbucks down the street. There's Pete Coffee. There's Seattle's best coffee. All right. There's other things going on in that particular industry or in that particular situation that you're going to have better offers and customers are going to go out and buy Starbucks at a cheaper price, probably even better coffee. What will you say? Well, man, I blame the customers for not buying what I got to offer. Bullshit. You cannot blame the customers for what they want to buy. You have to blame yourself for not being a person that somebody can buy it from. Period, point blank. All right? If somebody doesn't want to buy your stuff or do business with you, it is your fault. That's why a lot of people in the black community, they go, you know what? Tired of being in the black business. Black people don't want to support. Bullshit. That's not true. Black people don't support your business because it's not good. You don't want to take any accountability for what you do in the business. Therefore, it doesn't get supported. Now you're upset. Please go away fast. Like now. You're not even being serious. Okay? Okay? Like, honestly, this is not even being honest. So, guys, what do you think? It's your boy, Shady Jackson. Back at it again with an episode of The Celebrity Drunk. All right, appreciate you for all you do. Share the bell. We're out.